It looks pretty much like dirt. But no outside dirt. I think. I think that's an interesting map.
Mm.
Ooh.
Okay.
Looping.
Okay. Not bad. Yes, Granadi.
I think he has a RedBull meeting or something like that.
What does that mean?
That means he's in a meeting and can't play, I guess. I don't know why they are doing that at 7 PM in the evening, but yeah.
Let's watch the GPS. And is Lars also in this meeting or what?
I don't think so. Start so weird with the jump. It's like you over jump way too much.
I also struggle with some transitions still. Also RedBull top 8 are having a meeting right now for some clarification on stuff, I think. If RedBull decided when the meeting is, they probably don't know about Kappa. No, okay. That means no spam, no Granadi stream, okay.
Yeah, but still 7 PM in the evening is a weird time for a meeting if it's a European company.
But it means today is another day trying to get F1 and a good cup of the day. Then let's focus. When did Granadi know about it? Was it very short-term notice? Or
I don't know.
Ah, okay. At least the whole day. I prepared already in my head a few things that I wanted to ask or tell about Lars and Granadi. Now they're not here. I have to delay it to tomorrow. I know Granadi went through the rules earlier. Hoped he would be able to just summarize that. But I know what's happening in the final and I don't have to read myself.
I mean, I saw it a little bit. It's just about that the rules are not really clear. And in theory, if you go just by rules, Granadi would be seed 8 instead of seed, what is it now? 6. So he would have, in theory, a little bit of an easier group, but...
Why would he be seed 8? Because he was only in group 4, or...?
Yeah, the rulebook basically says that when the final chance ends, the seats of the 4 players are decided by the or the placement is decided by the last round.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Which is kind of a dumb rule, if you consider that Granadi and Afi still had 2 lives. And I think when they did the seed, they went for the... They said, okay, they had 2 lives, they get seed 5 and 6, obviously, which makes sense.
Of course, something
But
they
it
can
doesn't
talk
say
about
so.
in the meeting.
Yeah, it doesn't say so in the rulebook, so yeah. It's a little bit weird.
Of course, quite expensive for RedBull. But they have to get Carl Jr. from Canada and Mother from Australia.
Yeah, I mean,
for RedBull, no problem, obviously.
and considering the overall cost, I don't think that the flights are that much more expensive than the flights from Europe to UK. So
Here, this last turn is so annoyingly blind and very tight in the exit. On the one hand, I want to take a very inside line, not long over the penalty, at least.
do you jump right or left in the start? Like, do you go inside, outside? What is the spread there?
I mean, off the pole, or so far I always jump right off the pole.
I mean the jump into the downhill platform, like platform. The first jump, or nah, it's the second jump actually. Yeah. Or do you release, or what do you do there?
I'm not sure yet. Hard. But now I'm on the run, so I have to shortly focus this. And I crashed the last turn, I hate it.
I think it's a release actually.
Yeah, I was also trying to release here and there, but would also be just angling the car in a drift, jump off from the drift. A bit weird because it jumps so far onto the black platform.
Yeah.
But I think I want to land far right on the black. Ah, rip. Okay. Time is running, let's get a run. Yeah, this is just too wide in both corners. This last turn makes me crazy. Especially it loses me so much time every time I get there and don't make it. And why does it have to be that blind?
Yeah, I feel you.
I think with the whole other parts of the track I am fine. Also there's a nice nose slide I think on that right uphill dirt. That I also take. And I'm pretty sure that makes me also fast until there. Thank you, I'm through. It was literally just the last turn, I was behind my other run all the time. Also, I probably tried too much to be tight there. Bit wider, but then full speed. Finally clean exit, easy to fun. Actually, I could change my gamepad. And then make the music a bit louder.
I think, well, I think I also could get diff one, but so hard to get a run through.
already leave here to see the records. Did you make it?
No. Div 3 this. But yeah, had a lot more potential.
Did you do something special? No. But it's interesting to see his approach. He jumps kinda diagonal and then just full steers from here. And has the correct exit. No. Okay. Yeah, Hagen. I also realized it was rather close on that map in the end. I mean, I'm actually also quite far behind first, but this is still Div 1. It's just that the range of Div 2 is extremely close in Div 3. I think that is just within 1 or 2 tenths both. Good luck, Sin. Also a Div 1 run and an elimination round. Do you think Granati will be sad that he qualified? Because he's missing now already the second LoL Cup of the day in a row.
Yeah, probably he's going to cry in some corner.
Would be understandable. I would qualify, I would then ask in the meeting if they can maybe change the date.
Yeah, but isn't the cup at the, what is it, second or third?
I thought that was in the first.
I think you would probably just bring your laptop, and even if you're playing, you know, if you're a spectator or something, you just...
I can tell
The
you, I
cup,
would have played
pull
Cup
out
of the
your
Day.
laptop.
I would have played Cup of the Day yesterday, I can tell you.
Yeah,
If my match wasn't at the same time.
I'm surprised Spam didn't play. It was such a casual stream for him.
Yeah, it was also a bit of a bad timing, like his match wasn't Granadi's, and with that also Spam's match supposed to start at 19:15 already. Were they not a bit late in their time schedule? I thought it was at
I
least
don't know.
intended. Yeah, but there's just a guy. There was just a guy gotten eliminated in the first round that was actually playing both Cup of the Day and qualifications yesterday. And that is Lingo. He was dominating the Cup of the Day, but lost the final. And then he went to Red Bull again. And he had his first Red Bull match before Cup of the Day.
Crazy that he didn't warm up on some maps instead.
There was enough time. I think that he was in one of the first two groups. Then there is of course time until Cup of the Day starts. And after Cup of the Day until the start of the last chance was also time.
But still, he could have like warmed up on the old maps.
Yeah,
But yeah,
maybe he did that in this bit of time that was still there. I mean, you can say Cup of the Day is knockout practice.
that's true. Yeah. Maybe it's also better to not overplay. And just get something else into your head.
Yeah. Every time we had these huge Serrator Cup days, I was wondering again and again, how the heck do I do these days the best? And they are so long, but the important stuff comes at the very end. And of course, in every single free time, you kind of want to also still prepare on more stuff that doesn't really go that well in the matches in the beginning. And you see, okay, with that I struggled today, then you want to train this again, but then you play the whole time without breaks, and it's also not perfect. Back in Serrator Cups, it was always like I was absolutely fit in the very first match. I often dominated there, not just because they were easy opponents, also just the few difficult ones that you had. They were all playing more casually, and I was like already super focused on doing the perfect cup. And then when the final matches came up, I was so done, hard to focus, and then comes the pressure as well. And then I also realized, okay, I have to take the first matches more casual. Doesn't matter if I get a good result there, even though I could.
Yeah, for Serrator it was always crazy how many matches you had to play.
Yeah, it started at 2 PM and ended then sometimes at like at 10 or 11, depending on what quarterfinal or whatever you were in then. But yeah, the most important matches then I just couldn't really perform anymore. That was always a bit unfortunate. No, he failed. That was a very good time on first with Sombot. There's also such a map where I can expect a 44-444. Or 442 we have by now in this round. Like, why are there so many maps that have exactly that length? There's also the chance for a player getting 2 Cup of the Day wins in a row today. Yesterday Purple won his first Cup of the Day victory. And he was like, yeah, doesn't matter, nobody was there, does it even count? I was like, yeah, of course it counts, I also went for it. Oh, I have the worst start ever. I actually need a very good ending for now. Got up a lot. Okay.
Also, Granadi actually got like Granadi actually got seed 8 now.
Where do you see that?
That's interesting. Was that in spam stream and also in Granadi Discord? He just confirmed it.
Imagine he would have been still on all the lives, on all 3 lives, and then get seed 8. Would be even more,
yeah. I mean the rule book is just stupid in that case. They just missed to include the lives there. I mean, it's the group looks better than for Granadi than it was before.
Oh yeah, you won spam in your group, I guess, right?
Wait, no, he I don't think he's with spam now. Wait, what is even?
But I thought that the group where spam is in would be the easier one for the others. I would have assumed.
I think now. I mean, I don't know if it's really easier now for Granadi, but he's now in a group with Mada, Warsail, and Carl. And the other group is Alcon, Peg, Afi, Spam.
Again, Mada and Carl together. Mada is like the difficult opponent for Carl.
Yeah.
Also, if there's one player where Carl definitely struggles to win against, then it's Mada.
I mean, Mada is the difficult player for everyone.
Yes, that's obvious. But I know, of course there was this final between Carl and Mada once in a Team GL 1v1. Then with Alliance, Mada was also beating Carl. And then in this group, no, Mada won, Carl not. Would be tough. And then Granadi as well. Also sounds very difficult. Down is out. And Purple wins.
And we shouldn't underestimate Warsail as well.
Ah, here, Fritschlik just writes it. 44-444. I knew someone will do it. We are also close. Yeah, yesterday, regarding Cup of the Day, I of course went for it. For once focused, and I almost won that. I got third. And only barely out against the one that then won in the ending.
How many players were there yesterday?
I don't know the total number. Actually, I didn't check the total numbers in a while. There were of course more unusual names in that one, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
The level was obviously a little bit worse. But to win it, in the very end you still need to be decent. So there were close rounds as well. That could have been good, but I went over the penalty there in the ending. But holy shit, 2.8s in front. Struggle to get these times at the moment. This is a PB, I think. Yeah, a big one actually. 4th place ahead of Scrappy. But these 0.8s, like how do you get 3/10 faster? And purple is out. But this was a close round. Look at that. It was good that I actually improved now. I think with a 0.444 you would have been out here in this round. It was only 0.4 something behind first, and first did the 0.9. So it was really good that I just had a good round. Good timing. Sadly now I have a not so good round and it seems to be again very strong. Yeah, by one. Oh my god, I'm not even orange and it is just 100. Holy shit, ey. About the last 2 4K rounds. Oh, I will touch this wall at some point. Oh, 44,447. And Scrappy is out. With plus 5 seconds and Neon is through with plus 4 seconds. How lucky is that for Neon? He just won the previous round, it would have been a classic. But surviving with plus 4 seconds is lucky. Holy moly. Nice, I get trophies again. I did a point 19 and I was red in the last checkpoint. Are you kidding me? I thought then for a moment maybe my run was slow, but what? DNF. Spam said his friendship with Granati is officially over.
Surely.
Oh, I'm out. Of the gear. Yeah, this can save it now, basically. Unlucky, yeah, this was winnable as well. If I keep the decent times, it was winnable. Looks also like a very good run, even without my gear loss. I gained so much, oh no. And then I lost again? Okay, looked for a moment as if I get closer. Point 24 that I needed to beat, so it's a decent round. But it was just this gear down that cost me everything. Like, if you lose that gear and you have to get it back in the left turn, you get like 2 slowdowns. Damn it. You look at what players are in, it was definitely possible today. But maybe there will be this one good round where you need a sub. That would have been difficult, because I didn't see how to do it unless it's just the last turn and you have to just pray for super insight. Jaffa Padawan had the same issue that I had, but here's still a chance because Nico had a very bad beginning. This is what I would have needed here. Someone to also have a bad part somewhere. Because Jaffa Padawan currently looks to survive. Naja, okay. Nico came back, and this is a great ending for Nico. But Jaffa Padawan has more speed. Oh my god, that was a good fight. Yeah, they are now 7 tenths behind. That's actually slower than what I drove with my issue. They got a very similar last turn. Just very different lines, but it ends to be the same. This time everyone survived it. Kakner a bit aggressive in his lines. But now he's leading. Good round so far. Jaffa Padawan always going extremely inside. But he's dropping some speed through the looping here. He had a decent ending last time. Oh god, this is a very wide line. Yeah, it's not good enough. Point 19, however, out. And if I was in instead of him, I would have needed to beat Levan's time. And that was a 0.03, so that was pretty good. Ah, Kakner is also doing a no slide here. Neon with a touch. That should be it for him. Should. You never know what will happen. He was already lucky once. But not this time. I mean, the Onyx final would have been also interesting. And the first time that I see them with this clan tag here. But would have been also interesting final. Like Neon and Kakner, like two of the names that I would say almost would have made it into most improved player nominee. Also both of them were very high on my list. Oh, better start for Levan this time, in comparison to Kakner. Kakner is the favorite here, but in the previous rounds Kakner was already far ahead here. This time, however, that's not the case, and he's also very slow here. He's not so lucky with winning finals so far. Levan could win it, and I don't know if Levan ever won a Cup of the Day. Oh, he is in problems. He is in big problems and he gets overtaken. He has a bit more speed though, but it's not enough. Kakner wins with a 0.18. Ah, that happened to me as well though. In this jump, it's still somehow blind, like I was always sometimes too far right. Like I saw that world record and I knew I want to jump a bit diagonal and then I can just full steer to the right and it will work. But he was just this tiny bit too much inside, had to open his steering and comes of course extremely wide. Alright, so Kakner actually taking the win then. Levan's Cup of the Day history looks interesting. Two total wins though. Ah, so, yeah, I see what you mean. This is his Cup of the Day history. So he won here Cup of the Day 3 years ago in this map. And I see here also first place on in the Div 3. Here's another first place on Oasis 3 years ago. But look at that, 3 years, 3 years, 3 years. Then 2 years. Then a year ago is just one single. And then basically from the last month onwards more often that he's here.